Well, this week on Dateline Schools, talking about First Robotics now that their season is finally kicked off here for the 2021 school year. Tell us all about it. My special guest is one of the local coordinators and team managers, Steven Tenniswood. And Steven, I know last year's competition was pretty much knocked off at the knees with the start of the COVID school shutdown. Are you going to be having the same type of theme this year for the competition, or is it going to be something totally different?
First Robotics, the organization decided to keep the same theme, run the same game if we get to do in-person competitions. And they also came up with what they're calling their at-home challenges. So there's 3 at-home challenges. One's called Infinite Recharge at Home. And then we have a game design challenge and a first innovation challenge presented by Qualcomm, one of our big national sponsors. The Infinite at Home challenge allows us to use our robot and do skills competitions in a student's driveway. So we can still maintain all the pandemic requirements, social distancing and so forth, but give the kids the ability to drive the robot around. And there's, there's a obstacle challenge, there's a shooting challenge, there's what's called an autonomous programming challenge, where my students will write a program to have the robot move around on the field hands off, no driver, which is really fun to watch. So we're excited about that. And then the game design challenge. First Robotics spends about 3 years designing their games before they're released to the students. So we get the opportunity to design a game. We have to come up with what the challenge is, what the rules are, what the electronics would look like on the field for scoring, which involves some programming. Our marketing people get involved with designing the graphics, the video productions, the animations. That's really exciting. I'm excited to see what other teams around the world are going to come up with for the game design challenge. The third one is called the First Innovation Challenge. It's a takeoff from our elementary school and our FTC, our middle school programs, where they take a real world problem and the team comes up with a solution. And then they have to go interview folks out in the community. They need to gather data, analyze the data, present their solution, and in some cases, their solutions actually get implemented. That's a really cool thing that we're going to get to do this year. But in the end, we're hoping that we can use our robot from last year and play in-person competitions, just like we do at Marysville High School every year.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Hunter.